Strategic planning, what is it? In this video, I'm going to share with you a simple definition of what strategic planning is and how it affects your life, your business, and ultimately your influence in the workplace. Here we go. Hi, my name is Drew, and I've had the opportunity to connect with and really watch the activities, actions, and qualities of highly influential people. And it is the goal of this channel to take what I've learned and share it with you, the viewer. I like to say if you have something to say, something to sell, or something significant to do, you've got to increase your influence, and that's what this channel is here for. Now make sure you stay till the end. I have a free assessment for you, and I'll tell you how to get that at the end. Strategic planning is big picture planning. If we zoom out of the current situation you find yourself in, and we look at the big picture, the overarching theme, the big idea, the major outcome that you want to have from your life, that would be the strategic planning initiative, or the big idea, as I like to call it. And we are all going to lean towards one way or the other. We are either going to be strategic, big picture thinkers, or we're going to be more tactical, detail-oriented people. Very few can do both, and do both at a high level very effectively. I myself am more of a big picture thinker. I can see the big plan, the big idea. And so that means I have to surround myself with people that are detail oriented, can really see the details and work on the details. Now let's be super practical with this. As we think about strategic planning, I want to give you this definition, and then we'll kind of bring it back to your business and your own personal influence. But in my life, I have a goal, a strategic plan, a big idea, you could say, where I would like to be when I'm 90 years old. I want to be healthy, active, and able to play with my grandkids or great grandkids, probably at that point, because I've already got a 15-year-old. So anyways, probably great grandkids, but I want to be able to be active. That's the whole point. At 90, I want to be active. I want to be able to engage. I don't want to be stuck in a chair. I don't want to be immobile. I want to be active. So there's some things that I need to do, some activities, some actions that I need to take, some planning that I can do now. Now, I can't plan if I live that long. I could die today after this video. I could die a month from now. I could die at the age of 89 and not make it to 90. Who knows, right? Or I could live to 120 or 200 out science, whatever. I don't know. The point is, I can do what's in my power to get myself there. So my strategic planning, my big picture thinking, my overarching idea is that I want to live to be 90 years old. Now I have to back up from there, and I have to get into the details and recognize, hey, there aren't many 90-year-olds that have good joints that are walking around at 260 pounds, right? So I've got to steadily continue to lose weight and lose mass so that I am a leaner person, so that my joints don't have to carry around that much weight. A body in motion stays in motion, right? I've got to stay active. I've got to exercise. I've got to make it a priority to walk or to run. I've got to maybe find a mentor, find someone who's living that dream. I like to say, whenever someone's looking for a mentor, my definition of a mentor is find someone that's living your dream, and then take them to lunch, or in this case, talking about health, take them to to get some wheatgrass or something. I don't know, but my example is my dad. So my dad is almost 70 years old now. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing that on this video. But he's almost 70 years old now, extremely healthy, extremely active. He can play with his grandkids, swing him on a swing, do whatever he wants to. And he has given me the roadmap for what I need to do. He's healthy. He's the oldest child, but he's healthier than all his siblings. They probably really don't want me to say that, but it's true. He just is. He hasn't had surgeries. He's very healthy. Some of that is good fortune, right? And some of it is choices he's made. And over the last year, he's decided to drop some weight because he recognizes, look, for my overall health, for him to get to that 90 and be healthy, he has to drop some weight. He has to be leaner. He's always been good about his cardio and walking and staying active, and that's been a big part of his life. So I have the roadmap. Now I just need to execute on it, right? I need to put into practice what I'm modeling. Now, a few years back, I was into lifting weights. My friends were into lifting weights. So 4 or 5 days a week, we'd go to the gym and we'd pump some iron. And I learned something about my body. I'm talking about strategic planning, talking about making modifications in life. And so I learned something about myself. As soon as I start lifting weight, I immediately just put on mass. Like I immediately put on 20 pounds in like 3 months. Not all muscle, but a good amount of it was muscle in my shoulders and my chest. My shirts didn't fit anymore. I had to get bigger shirts because I was jacked, right? And but I went back to my plan of being 90 and healthy and active, and I thought, you know what? If I keep going down this road, I can forecast, I can see in the future, I can see strategically that if I keep going down this path, I'm gonna be bulky, I'm gonna be big, I'm gonna be closer to 300 pounds just because of how my body likes to put on mass. I'm gonna be closer to that 300-pound mark than I am the 240, 230 mark that maybe I need to be at as I get older. And so I immediately made a change and I said, sorry guys, I can't lift weights. Now I get it. People will comment, they'll say, hey, you got to lift weights to lose weight and this, that. I get it. I understand it. All I know is I know me. And I know that when I stop lifting weights and I stop doing that pushing against resistance, my body doesn't take on as much mass anymore. And so I focused on my cardio and I was able to drop back down, maintain some broad shoulders, you know what I'm saying? But not maintain all that mass that I was carrying. So what am I saying? I'm saying that strategic planning, strategic thinking is looking at that big picture and then looking at, do my activities, and here's a question for you. I'd love for you to answer in the comments. Do your activities that you're engaging in today line up with the vision that you have for your future? And if you don't have a vision for your future, if you don't know where you're going, where you're trying to go, you don't have to have it figured out. You can change it, but you've got to have a destination. You've got to be working towards something right now. If you don't, then you begin to die on the inside and you go, what am I living for? What's this life worth living for if I just wake up, go to a job, go to bed, wake up, and it's not. What are you working towards? It might take your entire life to work towards it, but you've got to have a dream and a vision. If you don't have a vision or you need to clarify that vision for your life, I have a resource completely free. I don't ask for your email address or anything. It's a webinar. It has a worksheet. It's in the cards right above where my finger's pointing, and in the description below, it's called The Power of a Pre-Made Decision. Please, if you're lacking clarity on your vision for your life, where you want to go, do that training. It's a strategic planning session. It's the strategic planning worksheet that I use with organizations when I do facilitation or I do coaching with organizations on how to get strategic about their business. I took it and I put it in an individual format, and it's what I use with my coaching clients to help them get extremely clear on where they want to go. I have that available for you. It doesn't cost anything, and I'm telling you, it'll help you gain clarity on what you're good at and where you want to go for your life. Do your activities match up with your vision? Now, why does this matter towards influence, right? This is Influence Trainer Channel. What does strategic planning have to do with my influence? And it's very simple. People follow people that have a plan. I listen to people. People can influence me on my team. They can influence me if they have a plan. People can sell me if they have a plan of how they're going to deliver the results. And I follow people that have a plan to get me from where I'm at to a preferable future. If you want to increase your influence, you've got to begin to think more strategically. Have a plan. Figure out where you want to go. Write it out. Make it plain. Make it simple. And if you do that, I promise you, you will increase your influence. And so I want to tell you, I got the resource available for you below. I've got the free assessment where you can rate yourself. You can rank yourself in your level of influence, and then you can put together a plan on how you can increase your influence. Because like I always say, increase your influence, realize your dream. I've got that free resource for you below. It's the first link below. It's the influence assessment where you can rank your influence. You can determine exactly where you're at, what you're good at in your influence, and where you could get better, where you could improve, and you could begin to put together a plan, a unique plan just for yourself to maximize your skill set, to increase your influence so that you can realize your dream.